Good, how are you?
We can go pull up a chair right here and sit there in like the waiting area.
It is. Yeah, you'll hit who goes first.
Thank you. This way.
Apologize.
That's okay.
Okay.
I have.
Gotta cross the bridge. You gotta go the other way.
We're the Boulder
Colorado.
Young
The other
Republicans.
way.
We were hoping we could get a
You
book
gotta
signed.
go. You gotta go the other way. You can't cross the bridge.
We're hoping to get a book signed.
You gotta go the other way. Folks, need you to go down the escalators and down the building.
We're the Young Republicans. We need to get a book signed.
You need to go the other way. There's an easy way or a hard way.
The easy way.
Sounds good.
If you've ever watched,
Sounds good.
you ever watched Back to the Future?
I have.
Son, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The easy way.
Sounds like a plan. And the escalator's right here.
Hold on, I need to get gloves. Ooh.
Cheney's.
The dick?
Cheney. Heard of him.
The dick.
I don't even know what he looks like.
He looks like the Penguin from Batman.
Is that it? So I'm gonna be on the look for anybody with an umbrella?
He doesn't always have an umbrella. He's just like, he'll be like, nah, and then he'll try to like take over the world.
Pacemaker.
Yeah.
Pacemaker on a stick.
Easy solution, just hit the off button.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna keep an eye out.
He's a
for this.
machine, actually, literally.
My phone's gonna die.
Because there's a bunch of old.
Arrest Dick Cheney for treason. Dick Cheney outed Valerie Plame. Valerie Plame was a CIA agent. Dick Cheney needs to be arrested, tried, and convicted for that. Officers, please, when you see Dick Cheney come out, help us arrest him. The man must be arrested. He was convicted on treason counts by several courts. You know what's up.
Arrest the felon, Dick Cheney! If you guys are going to, that was awesome. Oh, hey, how's our fearless dude? Dude, we made a house for you later. Did you see that?
I did.
Yeah.
She'll probably go in it today.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they're getting the penguin.
They're not going to bring him out this way because we're
Oh,
here.
no. There's no way they let him out this way.
We should stake
I'm of the opinion he's coming out that way.
I would run down to the Occupy and get more people.
Hey, how you doing? You should help us arrest Dick Cheney, just because the amount of crimes that he's committed. I was arrested for camping the other night. I just want to see equal justice in the system.
Equal justice.
I don't mind going to jail for crimes I commit, and I feel like it should be the same with all people. So if you want to help us serve justice, that'd be amazing. I hear you. I thought that was it. I thought that was the job. Protect and serve the Constitution, etc., etc.
I will reach out to the area and just get a room.
Dick Cheney is guilty of treason for outing Valerie Plame. Arrest Dick Cheney.
Hey, Dick Cheney!
The war in Iraq was illegal itself. Therefore, all the deaths that happened in Iraq were
Are murders. Arrest Dick Cheney for murder. Dick Cheney was the head of a hit squad that murdered American citizens and foreign citizens. Arrest Dick Cheney for murder. Arrest Dick Cheney. Arrest Dick Cheney
just as guilty as Timothy
for treason. Dick Cheney outed Valerie Plame. That is treason.
Terrorist looks like.
The man.
It's that
Dick
man.
Cheney is what a terrorist looks like.
You want to show me what a terrorist looks like? He doesn't have a bushy beard, and he doesn't live in some goddamn desert. You know what a terrorist
Terrorism is committed by the penguin.
That's white bald dude.
Arrest Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is guilty of treason for outing Valerie Plame, a CIA agent. He is guilty for treason for lying to the public for the war. Arrest Dick Cheney. Arrest Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is guilty of treason. Arrest Dick Cheney.
The biggest terrorist this
Dick
world
Cheney is a
knows.
terrorist. If you're wondering what a terrorist looks like, it's a fat man with a defibrillator.
And he's in a suit.
Who's living off a machine. He's literally a machine.
The man is a terrorist, and he's a terrorist.
Arrest Dick Cheney for treason. Dick Cheney outed Valerie Plame. Outing Valerie
He's a
Plame is a
terrorist.
treasonous act. Arrest Dick Cheney for terrorism. Dick Cheney is a terrorist.
Dick Cheney is a terrorist.
Arrest Dick Cheney for treason. Dick Cheney outed Valerie Plame. That was an act of treason. For that, he must be tried, convicted, and hung.
People.
Arrest Dick Cheney for murder. Dick Cheney was the head of a hit squad that murdered Americans as well as foreign citizens. This is a crime against both American citizens and humanity. Arrest the man if you see him.
How can people support?
Arrest Dick Cheney, sir. Arrest him. Do not support him. Arrest him.
Denazify America! Hang Dick Cheney!
Arrest Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is a terrorist. Terrorism is what has been imposed upon America by Dick Cheney and his regime. Arrest Dick Cheney for treason. He outed Valerie Plame. That is a treasonous act, and for that, he must be tried, convicted, and possibly shot.
Denazify America!
Arrest Dick Cheney. Arrest Dick Cheney. You feel good for supporting what is a known terrorist.
A terrorist.
Known terrorists cannot be supported, sir. You are now a known supporter of a known terrorist. Known supporter. Arrest Dick Cheney for treason. Dick Cheney outed Valerie Plame. That is an act of treason. By supporting him, you are supporting a treasonous motherfucker.
A mass murderer and a treasonous
The Republican
bastard.
Party is a criminal gang, more dangerous to America than the Bolsheviks ever
Arrest
were.
Dick Cheney for treason and murder. Dick Cheney is a murderer and a treasonous bastard. He must be arrested, tried, possibly shot.
Republicans are traitors.
Arrest
to this
Dick
country.
Cheney for treason and terrorism. Dick Cheney has imposed terrorism upon the United States the way as Robespierre imposed terrorism upon France.
War criminal.
Arrest
This is absolute madness.
Arrest Dick Cheney for treason and terrorism.
And a murderer and a torturer.
Dick Cheney has imposed terrorism upon the United States the way Robespierre imposed terrorism upon the country of France.
Tortured innocent people.
Dick Cheney imposed terrorism the way Nero imposed terrorism upon the people of Rome.
We hate terrorism except for when it's Dick
crap.
Cheney.
What kind of world do we fucking live in? How do you support a treasonous war criminal? Holy crap! Sir, how do you feel about supporting a war criminal?
Dick Cheney is a treasonous terrorist. Please don't buy his book. Please arrest him.
A murderer.
Can I get your last name and your badge number?
I'll see you in a couple hours.
They know they're supposed to. They know
Yeah, they're like, oh shit, I'm on film. I gotta give him my name. Otherwise, I'll look like a jackass in court.
739. Okay.
Hey, no.
I would like to file a criminal
These dudes have been pretty fucking cool all day.
Yeah, he has.
I'm sorry.
I'd like you to
Holy
charge him.
crap. I almost
Conduct an
punched that
investigation.
dude.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
Valerie Plame, a CIA agent, which is in direct violation of our constitutional rights.
That's a criminal.
He's
Revealing the identity of the
Jose
CIA
Padilla.
agent is a
They
felony.
held him incognito off of a military brig in North Carolina. He is an American citizen. They held him against his Fourth Amendment right to a speedy trial. And therefore, because the Constitution agrees, constitutional amendments are violated. I would like you to arrest Dick Cheney.
I would also lodge the same complaint.
Charges.
I would lodge the same criminal complaint.
Wasn't me.
I'm willing to lodge the same criminal complaint. I have no spit on me.
It was not me.
Trying to do the rancher's blow. I missed. Just running back too far.
But yeah, no, I have the same criminal accusations against the same individual.
No, actually, it's not. Your oath of office says the first thing is.
Certainly not above your pay grade. That's exactly what you're paid to do.
Hey, can we get their? So you're not gonna do it. You're gonna refuse. You're gonna refuse to do your duty.
I'm not gonna arrest him too.
You're not going to
Will you at least investigate or pass on the request to investigate a known criminal?
What other things do you have to do?
No, you don't. That's your job. You don't have anything else to do.
What's the first line of your oath of office? But I'm just asking, Officer Cannon, what's the first line of your oath of office?
I mean, you might not.
You actually don't have
You
anything better to
eventually
do
may
than
not.
that. I can guarantee you have nothing better to do.
If we don't worry about Dick Cheney now,
You
we're gonna
could
have to worry
personally
about it at
arrest
some point.
15 rapists in the next hour and you still wouldn't have something better to do.
No, but what's your first line, Officer Cannon? What's the first line of your oath of office?
We're done.
Defend the Constitution? And you're refusing to defend the Constitution. You're refusing to abide by your oath of office.
So go get my job.
Okay, that's fine.
We may.
So Officer Cannon, you are saying you are refusing to.
I will not arrest Dick Cheney.
So you are refusing to abide by your oath of office.
I will not arrest him.
Well, there's no warrant for him, so I would agree that that's probably logical. But can you please lodge the complaint that we are making on? We are to you right now. That's how it works.
If I said,
No, yes, you do. You have to come to a police officer. That's how it works.
Would you say I can't do anything, or would you say, okay, let's go investigate? I'm lodging the complaint.
The way you deal with the justice system in America is when you have a complaint, you go to a police officer and you say
I
it.
mean, like, the idea of this, does that not seem wrong? Like, it is a good point. Like, he's saying, if he comes to you and says, this guy beat me up, you would have to investigate it, but you're not going to because it's Dick Cheney. And that, but, like, okay, I understand that. We know you're not going to. We know this. Because that is how it's supposed to work. And do you not see the
It's
wrong
not
in this?
asinine.
That, like,
No, the idea that you wouldn't enforce that is asinine. The idea that you guys don't understand what you need to do is asinine.
He's committed torture, and in the convention,
And murder. And
He's done things that if I did, I would be in jail permanently, instantly.
you don't deal with murder? Yeah.
he murdered.
Yeah, he murdered.
Yes, I personally have accusations of murder against Dick Cheney.
Iraqis.
No.
He was in a criminal conspiracy.
In Iraq?
No, he has murdered American citizens.
Get him over to Iraq.
No, we don't need to get him to Iraq because he's murdered American citizens.
I'm not gonna arrest him. There you go.
But I'm just asking if you don't. If
Can you
see
please
the
lodge a criminal
contradiction in
complaint against him, sir? Instead of arresting him, we simply want a criminal complaint lodged so that we can have a warrant for you to be forced to arrest him. Can you please lodge the criminal complaint?
Go get Valerie played so she can sign.
No, anyone when the Constitution is violated, it's up to the people. It's up to every single man, woman, and child to defend that.
Yes, it is how it
It
is.
is.
That's exactly how it works.
The Constitution.
It's not only how it works, it's our duty.
She was walking around the corner.
That's not a constitutional complaint. This is a constitutional amendment.
Yes.
Exactly.
Man, woman, and child.
Exactly. That Constitution is the only thing we have, and the government is us. It is us.
If
At the
I
end of the
kidnapped
day,
someone
the government is not
and she
supposed
had
to be an
information
entity
that I'd
outside
kidnapped
of the
them,
people.
and she told you the information that I'd kidnapped that person, yeah, you'd have to do something about it. That's exactly what Dick Cheney did. He's kidnapped multiple American citizens.
That's why what's called
You had one. Who's the citizen that Dick Cheney kidnapped and put on a barge?
Jose Padilla.
Okay, Jose Padilla was kidnapped and put on a barge. Now, for kidnap, which is a felony, and an American law that you, sir, are required to enforce. Where was he? Was kidnapped from New Jersey. An American citizen who was kidnapped from New Jersey.
How you can do your job? Are you a police officer? Are you an effective police officer?
This is federal law.
I don't deal with crime in New
It's a
Jersey.
constant. Hey, we have the criminal right here. We have the criminal who's violated the Constitution right here.
Yes.
Do you really believe your job? So you got no, we're not done. So you got into the police because you're going to protect and serve and all that.
No, he got in because he wanted to be a hall monitor with a gun and a badge.
If he wants to protect and serve,
That's overrated.
He got it because he wanted to beat up kids in high school, but he couldn't. So now he gets to beat them up in real life, except
you know what? That's why I kept calling you Uncle Tom.
Where it actually matters.
it just,
You're defending a war criminal.
problem is,
The person whose signature has actually led to the deaths and misplacement of millions of people.
The Republican
who's led to the
Party is
destruction
a
of our
criminal
company,
gang.
our
I'm not
country.
protecting anybody.
Then why are
you are.
To keep you guys from walking in the building.
Exactly.
That sounds like protecting a particular individual to me.
So we need armed police.
But what if we want?
Sounds like protecting a very specific individual to me. You know what? I've been in here a ton of times when I wasn't a guest, and it was no issue.
It's a hotel.
They actually encouraged me to come in, look at the lobby, drink out of the fountain. If Dick Cheney wasn't in there, they would be encouraging me to be in their lobby, look around, take pictures, and drink out of their fountain, because that's the way they always do.
All right.
You're protecting a specific individual, and you're, whether or not you understand or know that, that's what's taking place right now. Like, you may misunderstand the way you're enforcing law. That doesn't mean you're enforcing it the way you understand it to be.
What's today, Friday?
Where's the war criminal gonna exit this building?
10:30? God, shouldn't we be at work?
Exactly.
where is
Exactly.
the criminal
Shouldn't you be
trigger
working?
going to come out?
I am. I'm doing actual civic duty. You, sir, are not doing your civic duty. I am.
You'd be protecting us from war
When our government fails us, it's on upon us to take the law. I mean, if he can kill war criminals, then why should I have to listen to any law? Or if we can't arrest war criminals, they can kill millions of people, cause war.
Yeah, that's the
Why
whole.
do I have to listen to any law?
That's the purpose of equal justice within the system. Is if there's not equal justice in the system, there is no justice in the system, and thus the system of justice doesn't exist. All that you have is a system of injustice. And if you're wondering what you're perpetuating, it is a system of injustice. Dick Cheney, you are a war criminal, sir. You are a war criminal. Go to jail. Go to jail. Go to jail, sir. Go to jail. You are a murderer and a scumbag. It's not actually Dick Cheney.
Parents trusted. Kill people for money.
Murderer! War criminal! Go to jail! You're under arrest, motherfucker! Of course it wasn't him. It's alright.